Strategy involves how to bring about change towards realizing your goals. And because it is possible that these goals do not match with your resources and your stakeholders, strategy should also provide guidance in how to change these goals accordingly. One popular strategy theory focuses on being different, while another focuses on customer value. I would like to argue that being different is great, but by itself does not provide the necessary strategic guidance. Providing customer value, on the other hand, is only a good idea if you know exactly who your customers are, what they want, how they perceive the benefits, costs and risks in relation to competitors, substitutes, downstream customers and non-consumption, and if that fits with your resources and mission. But that's not all. It should also fit with the other stakeholders. Imagine, for example, that suppliers have to deliver some of the necessary resources, and that the deals with the suppliers also depend on the perception of the benefits, costs and risks in relation to the indirect stakeholders. And it should fit with government laws, infrastructure, etc. A model is suggested that determines strategy based on the resources and requirements of all stakeholders, involving matching that what the client wants and has with what all the other stakeholders have and want. Any stakeholder relationship may in fact be improved upon to create a unique position in the market and ultimately provide a unique package of benefits, costs and risks to the suppliers and customers. The strength of a company depends on how well it knows its stakeholders and how well it manages to deliver value to these stakeholders while capturing value in return. Still, strategy can be executed in many ways depending on the attitude towards the stakeholders. It may seem beneficial to take from stakeholders what is needed without returning a fair amount of resources in return. Even though in the short run this may increase the profits, this cannot be sustained as other entities strive to optimize their own resources as well. The only thing that can last is a business based on relationships that are mutually beneficial.
This means that not only should there be a relative perceived value, but also a positive real value, which is the value perceived at the end of the relevant resource transfer life cycle. For example, towards a customer, there needs to be a perceived value to be able to make a sale. The customer needs to believe that the product's relative cost and risk-adjusted benefits form more value than that of any of the indirect stakeholders. However, unless at the end of the product life cycle the customer still perceives the past deal to have created superior value than that of the alternatives, a recurrent sale is not likely. This knowledge can be extrapolated to all stakeholders.
In order for a company to last in a competitive environment, several criteria need to be met. There is a need for superior information on the direct and potential stakeholders, mutual benefits with the stakeholders, in which there is perceived and real value to all stakeholders involved, dynamism, to adjust for the ever-changing stakeholders and to expand both business and profits, transparency, in order to signal to potential competitors that a certain need has already been taken care of and that rewards are unlikely, nature mapped as a stakeholder, to enjoy positive interdependencies. A company that does business in this way will generate value to itself and its larger environment and may sustain this in the long run. Read the article if you want to learn more about strategy theory and sustainability practice. Thanks for listening, and share if you favor a sustainable strategy.